दोस्तों, मैं रोहित कुमार एवनीशो की ओर से आपका स्वागत करता हूं।
You know that analytical positivism is reaction against the natural law theory, which was going on for thousands of years. And you have also been told that from here, those earlier theories like law originates from God, law originates from human reasoning, perhaps law emerges from religious scripture, and some of the scholars say that no, it emerges from the social contract between the state and the society. Those theories dwindled away, and from there came the theory of analytical positivism, the school of analytical positivism, which was a reaction actually against the natural law theory. Now, this theory, analytical positivism, what it is trying to say, it is trying to tell you the origin of law and the sources of law. It is saying that law does not originate from God, it does not originate from human reasoning, it does not originate from religious scripture, nor it originate from social contract. Actually, the origin of law can be found in the state itself. Then who is a lawgiver? Sovereign is a lawgiver. This theory mercilessly tells you that the law emerges from the state. In fact, law is commanded by the state, by the sovereign. So first such thinker we had already discussed in the previous class, Sir Jeremy Bentham, and he said law is assemblage of signs or declaration of volition by the sovereign in a state. It simply means law is those indications or declaration of a will by a sovereign in a state. It is not saying that law is command of the sovereign, but it is saying that it is will of the sovereign. And when we say that it is will of the sovereign and command of the sovereign, two statements are very different. Although we are not very much concerned about this theory of Sir Jeremy Bentham, but suffice it to say that Jeremy Bentham was a father of analytical positivism, and his disciple John Austin carried forward this entire theory. And today we will discuss the conception of law given by Sir John Austin. Later on in the next class perhaps we'll be discussing his methodology also. So today we'll talk about his conception. So John Austin said that law means and includes things which are not properly called law. And I had given you the example of various things which may be included within the meaning of law, but it is not law properly so called. What is that? First, custom. Second, analytical positivism. And third, it may be law metaphorical or law figurative. These are the examples which we will be discussing in next few minutes or maybe next half an hour. Now let's take his definition in consideration. Definition of John Austin about law. Now please understand one thing, that whenever we are asked what is the definition of law given by John Austin, so we quickly answer that John Austin says that law is command of the sovereign. Please understand, this is not a definition of law. I had also told you that in a previous class, John Austin's definition of law is not that law is command of the sovereign. This is a conclusion of his theory. This summarizes his thesis that law is command of the sovereign. So what is the definition of law? And this needs to be noted down. Please note down those who have not been a part of previous class. The definition of law is, he says, John Austin says that law is a rule, I'm repeating it again, law is a rule laid down for the guidance of intelligent beings by an intelligent being having power over him. I'm repeating it again. Law is a rule laid down for a guidance of an intelligent being by an intelligent being having power over him. Let me explain this to you. Law is a rule. Ultimately, one thing needs to be understood. What law does? Law actually brings a human conduct under the governance of rule. And therefore, law is a rule. Laid down, why it is laid down? Laid down for the guidance of whom? Of an intelligent being. And who is intelligent being? All human beings are intelligent beings. Because human being is an only animal on this planet who is known to be an intelligent being. So, law is a rule laid down for the guidance of an intelligent being by an intelligent being. Now, lawgiver is also an intelligent being, but having power over him. So this element, power, is very, very important. The one who is a lawgiver has to have a power over other intelligent beings, so that he should be able to make other intelligent beings follow his rules. And that is very, very important. So this is something which tells you, on the one hand, there is somebody who gives law, who lays down the law, and on the other hand, there is somebody who follows the law. And who is that? That is a society. And that is why they say that under the province of jurisprudence, we have to study only the law as it is. That means only the law which is laid down by the sovereign, laid down by an intelligent being. And that type of law we always find in the form of enacted laws, in the form of legislation, right? And it is also known as positive law. Why it is known as positive law? It is a reason. Whenever the law is enacted, it either asks you to do something or asks you to forbear from doing something. That means the law asks you to do either an act or a forbearances. And it is always in a positive terminology. And that is why this is known as a positive law, analytical positivism. Now, the different laws, John Austin says, can be divided into two parts. First, law of God. What does that mean? Laws set by God for humans. Laws set by God for humans. And second, human laws. What does that mean? Laws set by men for men. Human laws are always laws set by men for men. Now, when he's saying that law of God and secondly human law, don't think that he believes in law of God. He's just using the law of God because he's trying to explain you something. And what he's trying to explain you, I'll come to that little later on. Before I come to that, I also want to tell you that there are two types of human laws. Which are those human laws? First, positive law. Human laws में दो हैं. पहले है positive law. And these positive laws are the laws set by political superiors as such, or by men not acting as a political superior, but acting in pursuance of legal rights conferred by the political superiors. So, positive law कौन से होते हैं? Either they are set by the political superior, and who is a political superior? You know, ruling class. It's a political superior. Or by those people who are not political superior, but they have been conferred a right to make law by the political superior. Now, only these laws are the proper subject matter of jurisprudence. ये जो positive law है ना, John Austin says that these are the only subject matter of jurisprudence. That means positive law should only be studied under this subject called jurisprudence. Jurisprudence में किस चीज की स्टडी होनी चाहिए, किस चीज का रिसर्च होना चाहिए? That is positive law and not other things. That means again, you cannot correlate it with other disciplines. Like you cannot relate it with political science, you cannot relate it with history, you cannot relate it with sociology, you cannot relate it with ethics and morality, because justice is also not the essential element of the law. Not only John Austin says like that, but almost all the ideologues, all the philosophers of this school believe that justice and morality, justice and ethics, these are nothing to do with law. They are not the essential elements of law. And now, first I have told you positive law under human laws. First is positive law and second is other laws. ये other laws कौन से हैं? These are those laws which are not set by political superior. These are not set by political superior or by men in pursuance of legal rights. So other laws कौन से हैं? They are not set by the political superior. They are not even set by those men who have been conferred legal right to make law by the political superior. So should they be the subject matter of jurisprudence? The answer is no. They should not be studied under the subject. Now, analogous to these other laws are a number of rules to which the name of law is improperly given. So there are some rules जो कि law नहीं है, but they are known as laws, and the name of law has been improperly given to these rules. Say for example, customary laws. हम कई सारे custom follow करते हैं. They are not backed by the sovereign. They are not backed by the political superiors, but they still govern the society. क्या आप उसको law कह सकते हैं? According to John Austin, no. They are not laws. The name of law has been improperly given to these rules. Custom, since they are not backed by the political superior, they are not the part of law. Similarly, international law. International law को हम law कहते हैं ना? कहते हैं. International law हम कहते हैं कि international law is law. But since it is not backed by proper sovereign authority, it is not backed by any political superior as such, there are no proper sanctions to the international law. International law lacks that element to be called as law. And this is John Austin's view. Next, law metaphorical, law figurative. और ये तो पॉजिटिव लॉ है ही नहीं. लॉ मेटाफोरिकल क्या होता है? ऐसा लगता है कि वो कानून के जैसा है, लेकिन वो लॉ नहीं है. टेक द गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ खाप पंचायत. Many people in the area of Khap Panchayat believe that whatever Khap Panchayat is saying is law. It looks like law, but it has no close relation with the positive law. In fact, it has a very, very remote relation with the positive law. Now, when we say that customary laws, international law, मैं metaphorical की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ अभी, मैं customary law की बात कर रहा हूँ, because they are the rules of positive morality. They are not positive law. International law. Rules of international law. They are also not a positive law. They are rules of positive morality. And what is there? They are the opinions or sentiments of an indeterminate body of men. और इसको कहते हैं law of fashion और law of honor. International law बहुत fashionable चीज है. We follow it as an honor, but it is not international law. I mean, who developed international law? By custom. Customary rules have developed international law. Opinion of jurists have developed the international law. But since it is not backed by the political superior through the sanction, they are just law of fashion or law of honor. Austin places international law in this category, as I have already told you. In the same way, as I already told you, there are certain other rules which are called law metaphorical or law figurative. इसका एग्जाम्पल खाप पंचायत बहुत अच्छा है, मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बताया. खाप पंचायत के जो रूल्स हैं वो कानून के जैसे लगते हैं, वो कानून हो ही नहीं सकते. They are law metaphorical. They also are laws improperly so called. They are not law properly so called. They are laws improperly so called. Now, laws set by political superior or by political superior to in pursuance of a political inferior, or by legal right, private person in pursuance of a legal right. क्योंकि private persons को भी legal right मिल सकते हैं. So they can also make a positive law. Private persons जो law बनाते हैं, they are mostly come in the category of positive morality. So what is positive morality? Positive morality consists of laws not set by men and laws by analogy. Positive morality. आप follow करते हैं क्योंकि ये morality है, positive morality है, right? When we follow it by analogy. Laws proper or laws properly so called, यानी कि positive law. जो लॉ प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड है वो ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव लॉ है, ये बात याद रखिएगा. एंड लॉ प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड एंड पॉजिटिव लॉ वो क्या है? दे आर कमांड्स. किसकी कमांड है? पॉलिटिकल सुपीरियर की, जिसको हम क्या कहते हैं? सॉवरन. सो ऑल द लॉज विच आर प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड और लॉज प्रॉपर आर कमांड, एंड लॉज विच आर नॉट कमांड आर लॉज इम्प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड. जो कमांड नहीं है वो इम्प्रॉपर होगा और उसको आप ज्यूरिस्प्रूडेंस में उसका स्टडी, उसका रिसर्च नहीं कर सकते. लॉज प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड विथ लॉज इम्प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड, दे मे बी प्रॉपरली डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 पार्ट्स. अब इससे आपको ये पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट और भी क्लियर हो जाएगा, लेकिन आई स्टॉप इट हियर. ये इसका डिवीजन, इसका क्लासेस में आपको समझाऊंगा तो ये और क्लियर हो जाएगा. लेकिन अभी मैं देखता हूं कि आपको कोई डाउट है, फिर उसको भी आगे रिजॉल्व करते हुए चलते हैं. आर यू हियर? डू लेट मी नो इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी, एनी क्वेश्चन.
जी सर.
एनी कमेंट, anything that you're not able to understand, because jurisprudence is that kind of subject only.
Can you explain positive morality once again?
See, positive morality is something which we follow as a law just because we believe that this law should be followed. Custom is an example of that. Custom we follow, sometimes we believe that it is law, but sometimes even if we know that custom is not a law, we follow because we feel morally bound to follow those customs. Why is it called positive morality? It is called positive morality because as per the customary law, say for example, as per the customary law, we positively do certain acts or forbearances by following those customs, and that is why it is known as positive morality. Morality क्यों है? क्योंकि sanction नहीं है. We just follow it, right?
Yes, sir. Understood now.
Any other question? Divine laws or the law of God. That is to say, the law which are set by God to his human creatures, human creators, whatever you call it. Some call it creatures, some call it creators, right? So, law set by God for his human creature. Now let me ask you a question. Why do we follow the law of God? Has anybody seen the God?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Then why do we follow the law of God and we say that this is the law of God set by the God for his human creators?
Well, we consider God as having the highest reason, so we believe in his reason, and that's why we follow.
What will happen if we don't follow that?
So there are certain like fear also in mind of people, like अगर ऐसा नहीं करेंगे तो भगवान जब पाप लगेगा, ऐसा भी कुछ होता है. ये भी एक कारण हो सकता है. Simple, bro.
That is the true reason why we follow the law of God. हाँ?
Yes, sir.
आपको भगवान का कानून तो मानना ही पड़ेगा. नहीं मानोगे तो आपको पाप लगेगा, आप नरक में जाओगे. हाँ? आपको यमदूत कढ़ाई में तल देंगे, है ना? और हमारे मुस्लिम भाई मानते हैं कि अगर हम अल्लाह ताला का कानून को नहीं मानेंगे तो कयामत की रात को हमको जवाब देना पड़ेगा. और अगर हमने अल्लाह ताला के कानून को मान लिया तो मौत के बाद हमें 72 हुरें मिलेंगी, है ना? We are not God lovers actually. We have a fear of God. And since we have a fear of God, whatever is going on for thousands of years we follow as a law of God. Because we say that law has been set by the God for his human creators. ये एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है. उसको पॉजिटिव लॉ नहीं मानते. जॉन ऑस्टन ने कभी नहीं कहा कि लॉ ऑफ गॉड को आपको ज्यूरिस्प्रूडेंस में पढ़ना चाहिए. नहीं, ही इज ओनली गिविंग यू द एग्जांपल ऑफ लॉ ऑफ गॉड. उसको एक क्लासिफिकेशन में जस्ट ऐसे ही रख रहे हैं सो दैट यू शुड बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट द पॉजिटिव लॉ इज लाइक लॉ ऑफ गॉड. वी फॉलो पॉजिटिव लॉ बिकॉज वी हैव अ फियर ऑफ द सॉवरेन. वी हैव द फियर क्रिएटेड बाय द सॉवरेन, फियर ऑफ सैंक्शंस. आप मेरे द्वारा बनाए गए रूल्स नहीं फॉलो करोगे तो आपको जेल में डाल दिया जाएगा. आपको कई बार ताउम्र जेल में रखेंगे या 10 साल के लिए या 5 साल के लिए. तो वो एक फियर है. फियर से आप लॉ फॉलो करते हैं. एंड किसका फियर? पॉजिटिव लॉ में किसका फियर? स्टेट का फियर. लॉ ऑफ गॉड में किसका फियर? भगवान का फियर. तो पहले कैटेगरी में आते हैं लॉ ऑफ गॉड. दूसरी कैटेगरी में पॉजिटिव लॉज. क्या है पॉजिटिव लॉज? लॉज विच आर सिंपली एंड स्ट्रिक्टली सो कॉल्ड. पॉजिटिव लॉ में लॉ है और सिर्फ लॉ है और कुछ नहीं है. लॉज simply and strictly so called, and these laws form the appropriate matter of general and particular jurisprudence. Only, friends, the positive law form the subject matter of general and particular jurisprudence. Jurisprudence में आप क्या पढ़ते हैं? Positive law. Because मैंने आपको positive law के बारे में एक चीज तो बताई है और वो ये कि it is laws set by men for men. It is laws set by intelligent beings for intelligent beings. It is law set by the political superior to the political inferiors, and that is positive law. This is the second category. Now third category. This is known as positive morality. Rules of positive morality or positive moral rules. मैंने इसके बारे में बताया. क्या बताया? कि हम इसको just follow करते हैं because we feel morally bound to observe them. है ना? कस्टम को हम फॉलो करते हैं बिकॉज वी फील मॉरली बाउंड टू डू सो. सिर्फ फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमारे दरवाजे पे कोई आ जाता है तो हम उसको खाना देते हैं, कभी कुछ पैसे दे देते हैं. हमारे ऊपर बाइंडिंग है क्या? नहीं है. वी सिंपली फील मॉरली बाउंड बिकॉज हमारे फोरफादर्स भी वैसा ही करते रहे हैं. राइट? दैट इज द थर्ड कैटेगरी. ये ओके. नाउ फोर्थ कैटेगरी. दिस इज लॉ मेटाफोरिकल और फिगरेटिव, और मेयरली मेटाफोरिकल और मेयरली फिगरेटिव, ये होते। और इसका एग्जांपल मैंने आपको खाप पंचायत दिया था, चौथी कैटेगरी का। तो आई थिंक दिस विल मेक इट मच मोर क्लियर टू यू। Now let us also try to understand it little more. The divine laws, that is law of God, and positive laws, which form the subject matter of general and particular jurisprudence, they are laws properly so called according to John Austin. क्यों law of God को भी थोड़ा सा इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं, वो इसलिए बिकॉज दोनों फियर के कारण हम उसको फॉलो करते हैं। कोअर्जन जो स्टेट के लॉ आप फॉलो करते हैं उसमें होता है फियर ऑफ कोअर्जन। वो कोअर्सिव पावर जो स्टेट के पास है ना, दैट मेक्स यू फॉलो द पॉजिटिव लॉ। सिमिलरली भगवान के पास जो पनिश करने की पावर होती है ना, दैट मेक्स यू फॉलो द लॉ ऑफ गॉड। नाउ इफ वी कम टू पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी, जो कि थर्ड कैटेगरी में है, पॉजिटिव मॉरल रूल्स, ही सेज some of them are laws properly so called, but some of them are laws improperly so called. अब यहीं पे पूरा कंफ्यूजन है जॉन ऑस्टन का। जो पॉजिटिव लॉ है आपको सिर्फ उसी को जूरिस्प्रूडेंस पे पढ़ना चाहिए। फिर थर्ड कैटेगरी में पॉजिटिव मॉरल रूल्स में आप कुछ तो पॉजिटिव लॉ कह रहे हैं, कुछ पॉजिटिव लॉ कह रहे हैं कि कुछ नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन है। सफाइस इट टू से दैट दोज पॉजिटिव मॉरल रूल्स, दोज रूल्स ऑफ पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी which are not the law properly so called, or which are not the positive law, they do not form the subject matter of jurisprudence. The positive moral rules, which are laws improperly so called, may be styled as law or rules set or imposed by opinion. जो पॉजिटिव लॉ नहीं है थर्ड कैटेगरी में, पॉजिटिव मॉरल रूल्स, वो ओपिनियन से बनते हैं। किसके ओपिनियन से? किसी का भी ओपिनियन हो सकता है, जूरिस्ट का, लॉ टीचर्स का, या किसी का भी, एनीबडीज ओपिनियन, बिकॉज दे आर मेयरली ओपिनियंस और मेयरली सेंटिमेंट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू ऑस्टिन, हेल्ड और फेल्ड बाय मेन इन रिगार्ड टू ह्यूमन कंडक्ट। ये पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी क्यों है? क्योंकि ये तो सिर्फ ओपिनियन है अबाउट द ह्यूमन कंडक्ट, और क्योंकि ये सिर्फ ओपिनियन है, ये लॉ नहीं हो सकता। अ लॉ सेट बाय ओपिनियन एंड लॉ इंपेरेटिव, जो लॉ इंपेरेटिव होता है, पॉजिटिव लॉ को लॉ इंपेरेटिव भी कहते हैं। सो लॉ सेट बाय ओपिनियन, जो कि थर्ड कैटेगरी में है, एंड लॉ इंपेरेटिव एंड प्रॉपर इज अलाइड बाय ह्यूमन कंडक्ट। अब इनका ह्यूमन कंडक्ट से एक रिलेशन बनता है, जो थर्ड कैटेगरी में उसका सेकेंड कैटेगरी के साथ बनता है, यानी कि पॉजिटिव लॉ से बनता है। और जो पॉजिटिव लॉ है उसका लॉ ऑफ गॉड के साथ भी एक रिलेशन बनता है। वो रिलेशन क्या है ना, वो अब हम देखते हैं। लॉ सेट बाय ओपिनियन एंड लॉ इंपेरेटिव, दैट इज पॉजिटिव लॉ। लॉ सेट बाय ओपिनियन यानी कि पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी, एंड लॉ इंपेरेटिव दैट इज पॉजिटिव लॉ, और लॉ प्रॉपर भी पॉजिटिव लॉ होता है। दे आर अलाइड बाय एनालॉजी ओनली, ऑल्दो द एनालॉजी बाय विच दे आर अलाइड, इट मे बी स्ट्रॉन्ग और इट मे बी क्लोज, बट एनालॉजी से ही इनका एक रिलेशन है। लेट्स कम टू लॉ मेटाफोरिकल और फिगरेटिव, क्योंकि फोर्थ कैटेगरी में है। दे आर मेयरली मेटाफोरिकल और फिगरेटिव लॉज, एंड दे आर लॉज इम्प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड। तो इसको भी जूरिस्प्रूडेंस में नहीं पढ़ना है फोर्थ कैटेगरी में जो है। दे आर लॉज इम्प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड। And laws metaphorical or figurative, and laws imperative and proper. Law imperative and proper तो अब आपको समझ में आ गया, पॉजिटिव लॉ है। And law metaphorical जो है वो फोर्थ कैटेगरी में है। And they are allied by analogy only. They are allied by analogy merely. And the analogy by which they are allied is very remote, very slender. जो सेकेंड कैटेगरी में पॉजिटिव लॉ है और फोर्थ कैटेगरी में ये मेटाफोरिकल लॉज है या फिगरेटिव लॉज है, दे आर अलाइड बाय स्लैंडर एनालॉजी और रिमोट एनालॉजी, एंड कॉन्सिक्वेंटली ओनली द पॉजिटिव लॉज, दैट इज द लॉज प्रॉपरली सो कॉल्ड, दे आर अप्रोप्रिएट सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ जूरिस्प्रूडेंस। तो जूरिस्प्रूडेंस में आपको क्या पढ़ना है? ओनली पॉजिटिव लॉ। सो पॉजिटिव लॉ आर रिलेटेड in the way of resemblance or by close or remote analogies to the following objects. अब देखिए पॉजिटिव लॉ किस किस से रिसेंबल करते हैं पॉजिटिवली, ये देखिए। इन द वे ऑफ रिसेंबलेंस, पॉजिटिव लॉ आर रिलेटेड टू द लॉ ऑफ गॉड। पॉजिटिव लॉ ऑफ गॉड से ही रिसेंबल करते हैं। व्हाई द पॉजिटिव लॉ हैव अ resemblance with the law of God? Can somebody tell me? Why positive law has a resemblance with the law of God?
Can I try?
Yes.
Basically, the law of God basically is known the law. जैसे कि like निशांत previously shared that एक डर होता है भगवान का, और जो भगवान का बनाया नियम होता है या एक लॉ हमने भगवान के हिसाब से देखा हुआ है, that we say as the law of God. And positive law is a law which has been enacted by the man, ठीक है, and over the centuries with the various provision which have been made into it with respect to penalties, the fear which has also been inculcated into it by not following the law. This basically mimics to a certain extent the law of God.
Exactly. And to say it very simply, your answer is perfectly right. But to tell it very simply, that law of God and positive law, both are followed by the people due to the fear. In the case of law of God, we have a fear of God. Whereas in the case of positive law, we have a fear of the state. And that is the only distinction. Now let us look at the second thing. In the way of resemblance, positive law are related to those rules of positive morality which are laws properly so called. अब देखो, third category में positive morality है. And John Austin says that in the positive morality, some are laws properly so called, but some are laws improperly so called. So, by the way of resemblance, positive laws are related to those rules of positive morality which are laws properly so called. थर्ड कैटेगरी में इससे इनका ये रिलेशन है, क्योंकि दोनों लगता है कि पॉजिटिव लॉ ही है, और कुछ हद तक ये सही भी है. आप इनको जूरिस्प्रूडेंस में स्टडी कर भी सकते हैं. एंड बाय अ वे ऑफ क्लोज और स्ट्रॉन्ग एनालॉजी, दे आर पॉजिटिव लॉ आर रिलेटेड टू दोज रूल्स ऑफ पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी विच आर लॉज सेट बाय ओपिनियन. अब पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी में कुछ लॉज ऐसे हैं, दे आर सेट बाय ओपिनियन ओनली, दे आर नॉट लॉज, but by close analogy positive law are related to them also. इंटरनेशनल लॉ भी पॉजिटिव लॉ के जैसा लगता है, लेकिन वो लॉ है नहीं. कस्टम को भी उसी कैटेगरी में रखते हैं जॉन ऑस्टिन. नाउ थर्ड थिंग, बाय रिमोट और स्लेंडर एनालॉजी पॉजिटिव लॉ आर रिलेटेड टू लॉज मेटाफोरिकल और लॉज मेयरली मेटाफोरिकल और मेयरली फिगरेटिव. तो पॉजिटिव लॉ का जो रिलेशन है फोर्थ कैटेगरी के लॉज से वो बहुत रिमोट है. वो क्लोज रिलेशन, क्लोज एनालॉजी से उसका कोई रिलेशन हो नहीं सकता. हियर आई एम स्टॉपिंग फॉर फ्यू मिनट्स सो दैट यू शुड बी एबल टू आस्क एनी डाउट और समथिंग लाइक दैट. जब आप फैकल्टी में भी मिलेंगे, आप में से कोई भी, तो कोई भी डाउट पूछ सकते हैं.
दोस्तों, इस तरह के वीडियो को बनाने में काफी समय, मेहनत और रिसोर्सेस लगता है. आप अपना वैल्यूएबल फीडबैक जरूर शेयर करें ताकि एबनिशियो टीम को प्रोत्साहन मिले तथा आपके द्वारा दिए गए फीडबैक पर काम करके और इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियोस आप तक लाया जा सके. यदि आपको यह वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो प्लीज लाइक द वीडियो, सब्सक्राइब द चैनल एंड शेयर द वीडियो with needy one. Thank you for watching videos. Thanks a lot.